Hello, Namaste. My name is Paulami Hari. Most of you might recognize me as the girl from Quora. However, I no longer write on Quora and I am here to create my own niche. Today I am here to talk about whether Mahabharata is real. Mahabharata is a Hindu epic composed by ascetic Ved Vyas roughly 5000 years ago. The Mahabharata was composed in the form of a poetry Sanskrit language that was only confined to the Brahmins and sages was used with calculated meters so that the story doesn't get corrupted over time. None of the shlokas can be recreated or corrupted. It is only possible to add to the core story, but not mix one's own interpretations into it. This way, the composition remains original throughout ages and is orally transmitted from one saint to another. The Mahabharata starts with a sage named Sati, who retells the several verses to various sages accumulated at a place called Naimisharanya. He tells he heard the epic at Kuru Emperor Janmejaya's Nagadaha ceremony. Janamejaya was a descendant of Kuru dynasty and his father Parikshit lost his life after being bitten by a snake. In retaliation, Janamejaya hosted a sacrificial ceremony where he pledged to exterminate all the snakes from earth. There, a sage named Vaishampayan appeared to stop him from acting in rage. Vaishampayan was a disciple of Vedvyas, and with Vyasa's blessing, Vaishampayan narrated to Janmejaya the history of his ancestors. Janmejaya was Arjun's grandson, and Arjun was the hero of the story. He was the third Pandava brother with no claim to the throne, but he was renowned for his archery skills, his focus, and his gallantry. The Mahabharata then goes on to great lengths to explain the family tree, their clashes, and their great war. The epic Kurukshetra war brags about weapons more catastrophic than nuclear weapons of today, and sharper and smaller to fit on the tip of an arrow. Technology that is slowly being unraveled as quite possible in modern time, and myths which are turning true with modern discoveries. So is Mahabharata real? Now, as far as I understand, Mahabharata is a composition of an ascetic who wanted to shed light on human philosophy. All the characters of Mahabharata represent something. The Mahabharata is not about the battle on ground. It is about a battle of our mind. It is our battle against our own flaws. Myths in ancient India were written in such a way that only the wisest, most observant person could decipher its true meaning. And for some, it may take a lifetime. In my upcoming video, I will discuss about the several characters and what they actually represent. But the question still remains, was Mahabharata real? Now, there are several ways to approach it. If you take the scientific route, the scientists will quickly dismiss it. These days, there are several conspiracy theorists who believe our ancient myths are remnants of a highly advanced alien species, Kardashev scale 3, intergalactic species perhaps. How else then would you explain the technological advances? Archaeologists and paleontologists, however, could not find any human remnant from 2 million years in this region of India, Indian subcontinent in fact, except a skull from Narmada basin named Narmada hominem, which has a wide date range but is eerily similar to modern human skull. The other parts of the world, humans were yet evolving from apes to humanoids. According to Hindu Puranas, humanity is approximately 5 million years old. Human civilization had shaped itself way before Darwin's estimated timeline, and in 3102 BCE, a war, cataclysmic to a level of the feared World War III, took place in the northern region of India, after which all the advanced technology like missiles, flying chariots, drones, guided weapons, biological advances, all the magic was wiped out. 18 million people of Indian subcontinent took part in it, out of which less than a tenth of the strength survived. Even in that two most powerful dynasties, the Kuru and the Yadu dynasty of Lord Krishna was killed. People who don't believe in religion and myths will plainly deny it. They will opt the example of books like George R. R. Martin's Game of Thrones, a modern myth of a different world that has dragons and fireproof men. But here's the thing: George R. R. Martin's Game of Thrones was inspired from a real life war, the War of the Roses. It was a British succession struggle. It was a British succession struggle that ended with Tudor lineage on the throne of England. Taking inspiration from a real historical event, the writer has created his own mythology. And the book's characters, too, are very much inspired from real people. This is why I believe the Kurukshetra war must have happened. Maybe the characters had different names, maybe the events were different, but there is no denying that the characters mentioned in Mahabharata were real. Be it Arjun, Karn, Draupadi, Bhim, Duryodhan, Shakuni, or Lord Krishna himself, there must have been people who were the same in real life, walked the same path, and spoke the same truth. So I believe Mahabharata was real. Maybe not entirely, but 90% of the story must have been real. If you liked my opinion, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Also, now that I am a published author, I invite you and your opinions on my book, A Game of Death, a Mahabharata Story. It is available on Amazon Kindle. Link is in the description. This is a short novel I had written on the Mahabharata from the point of view of the epic's heroine, Draupadi. If you like it, please leave a review and help me reach out to you for more exciting stuff. So, up until next time, take care and namaste.